last day of planting beans! Woo! Last day of planting everything for this year. Two best days of planting season are the first day and the last day. I am planting the field that is right around the house that Taylor and I live in right now, not the White House. We'll call this one the Brown House. Taylor just called me. Ellie's watching out the window, loses her mind excited because she sees a tractor in the field. So I'm gonna have to stop and pick up my little girl. Today you're gonna notice that I'm planting into a lot of green. What we're planting into is actually rye, cereal rye that we planted last fall. And the reason we planted it, it's called a cover crop. So there are a lot of benefits of it. It's supposed to dry the ground out because it uses up the water in the soil a little bit more. It helps prevent water erosion. It prevents wind erosion. It improves soil tilth. Soil tilth is, uh-oh, look who I got coming. Ellie wouldn't take a nap this afternoon, so she gets to ride with me. I'm glad she didn't nap because I kind of like having her with me. There are really busy times in farming, like spring and fall time. One of the best things about modern farming equipment, though, is having a buddy seat in here. I get to have my kids come. I get to spend time with my kid. Wait! Yeah! Last night we had a ton of problems with the planter. Oh, buddy. We got even bigger problems right now. So we can't really understand what's going on. It completely blew these filters out. If anyone has any idea, you can leave a comment for us. I've always said that these planters. So I opened up the tank. There's this little stuff that's in here. These beans are supposed to be really clean. What we think's happening, it looks like it's peeling off the back side of the tank. Like we got some condensation in here. I'm gonna crawl down in here and clean this out.
Never see him again.
It's like it's foam. That's weird. Like the majority of it's falling off right around here. I hope we can get done. Then we'll get in here and clean it out after that.
Pop goes the weasel.
Cardinal and gold. That's the color of the cyclones, baby.
We got our seed monitor back there at Kaleb. He's checking and making sure everything's working. Got a row 4 back there ain't working that well. This thing is like an annoying little sibling that won't stop beeping at me. Back there giving us trouble. We're gonna get back to the end of the field here. We're gonna go back to the shop and get a couple new clutches, replace those with. Hey Kaleb, is it a little dusty back there?
It was fine going east. When you came west, the wind's out of the north. It's like a dust storm. You know this lever is not where it should be. It shouldn't be floppy like that, which means the spring's broke. The lever should be back here like this, and it should be tight, and I can't even pull on that. We did not want to go all the way back home, so I'm riding on here, acting as a human weight, so that we can finish without having to put the spring on. Planter is folded up, ready to go back to the shed, done planting for 2021, we hope, as long as we didn't miss anything. We got a lot of rumbling, tumbling, rough and tough and rolling, pulling, and ran out of words. This morning, Dad and I are headed over to Abe. We are considering a strip till bar. We just aren't really happy with the seed bed we prepared this spring with the anhydrous toolbar. So we're beginning the process of exploring different strip till bars, trying to figure out if that's even the direction that we want to go. We've been no-till for, how long have you been no-till?
We've been doing it since 1988.
When you started no-tilling, what was a big draw for you?
We didn't have a lot of labor, so I was looking at that. Also, it just bothered me to see the erosion that we were getting on the hillsides and then down through waterways. You know, you only get one chance to keep this soil on the ground when a rain comes. If there's no residue on top, you're going to have erosion.
So we're hesitant to leave no-till because we love it. We're just venturing into trying to look into strip till unit. We don't know what we're doing. We're just learning. See if we can learn something today. So we're out here learning a lot of different things today. One of the things we're checking is to see what's our soil densities, what's the soil compaction. So we're using a tool called a soil penetrometer. And we're basically checking how compacted is the soil, how much does it take to push this tool down into the soil. It's really mellow until you hit the bottom of that. It goes up to 175 or so, 190. So basically what we're trying to do is just see what's the compaction in the soil. Because we hate compaction because it makes for roots that don't grow very well, causes hatchet roots, causes erosion, causes lots of problems. So we're just out here trying to learn some things. As I was editing this, I realized I didn't tell you guys what strip till is, and you could have some really funny images of what we do out here. So strip till is basically creating strips through the field with a piece of equipment, usually a strip till bar. The purpose of those strips is to create a really nice seed bed for that seed. Also, we're really new to this, and as we're trying to wade through this and figure out what to do, we don't know what to do exactly. So if you could leave a comment down below on what's worked well for you and what hasn't, I would love that. Guess what we're doing this morning? We are going to get more baby pigs because Dad's hog buildings are empty. Can't leave them empty for too long because empty buildings don't pay any bills. So we are headed down to the sow unit to pick up some baby pigs. I don't know exactly how many we're going to get, somewhere between probably 300 and 800. Let's go get these pigs. Why don't you guys come too and see how it works? I'm here at the sow unit where the baby pigs are born. They live the first 18 to 20 days of their life. We're about to pick up a bunch of them. I got to get some bedding down in the trailer before we push the pigs on. This is what the inside of the trailer looks like prior to me putting any bedding down. It's pretty clean. We're going to put some bedding down so that when these pigs get in here, they're warm, they're comfortable. Last thing we want is these pigs to get chilled in transport in their first time out of a warm environment. They're coming out of 80 plus degrees, and we don't want them to get cold and get sick. 670 pigs today is how many we're getting, so we're gonna have a fairly full trailer. The trailer will hold about 850 when it's completely full. So we're gonna pack it pretty good, but it won't be completely full. Pigs will be pretty comfortable. We got all our pigs loaded up. We are going to pack up, head for home, and try to get them off and into their new home. This is what you call it's just called a mask. You all know what it is. We're all been living in the same pandemic. I was gonna try to say something funny, but frankly, after the last year, this thing's not fun. I wear the mask because we're allergic to dust. The dust from the wood shavings does not do my lungs any favors. So, put the mask on so that I don't cough. Today we're putting pigs into South Hog Building. South Hog Building is our oldest one, built in 1999. But with good maintenance on this, you can keep it going and make it profitable. We bring the pigs in here. Every pen has a mat on the floor. We put feed on that mat. There's a heater underneath here. You're looking at anywhere from 85 to 90 degrees. These are the feeders. Pigs can get water right here. There'll be feed right in here. You should notice that these are pretty big pens that these pigs are running around in. Just like my building over the way, these pens are big. The pigs have plenty of room to run around. We used to put pigs in smaller pens, but we've gone to these large pens. The pigs have lots of room to move, lots of room to grow. They're really comfortable. All right, let's go get these pigs unloaded. Stop, pigs. Come on. They don't want to move. Uh-oh. We got a couple that got away. One thing that we do with these pigs is when they come to us, they're separated by gender, then we like to keep them in the separate pens because the boys, which we call barrows, grow faster than the girls, which are called gilts. Why did someone name them barrows and gilts? I don't know, but they did. So we'll keep them separate because they grow a little bit faster and then we don't have to sort them out quite so much. So right now, Dad is counting the barrows into a pen. This building gets 100 in each pen. We're going to wait for him to get done counting and then we're going to get the rest of the pigs off the trailer. That's all. Let's get them into the building, get them fed, get them watered, get them warm. One of the biggest stresses a pig is ever going to go through in its life is when it gets moved. So to try to alleviate that stress, we start them on some really palatable feed, and then we also run electrolytes. The electrolytes are run through the water. Kind of looks like Gatorade. I don't know if it tastes like it, but see if we can see what it looks like here. So this is our bucket of blue light electrolyte. So it runs out of that bucket, up through this tube, into the medicator. And this medicator meters the electrolytes or the medication, which we're just running electrolytes now, through this tube, up into the water line. That water line comes in here, it goes around over here, and then it drops down into the feeder water tubes where the pigs can get water. We're going to get these pigs some feed, get them fed, so they can get a little bit of something in their stomach, and then they can start taking a nap.
Here, what I'm doing here is just opening up enough water. These pigs, they really don't know how to drink. They've been weaned directly off of their mothers, so they don't know how to run these little nipples down here, nipple waters. See how the water comes out. They need to, what they do, they'll learn, they push that with their nose
and the water comes out. But until then, we need to get water dripping in, which is what we're doing right here, just a real slow drip. So we put that in there, it runs down, and then there's water running out of the tube there. It'll keep that little trough of water full, and the pigs will come right up. They play around in the water, and then by tomorrow, they will know how to run these nipple waters. I've opened up the waters there. See how many pigs right there are already just lining up to get the water. These pigs are gonna go right to the water, which you want. You don't want them to get dehydrated.
These pigs have been in here about a half hour. A lot of them have already checked out and they are sleeping. All right, let's get the rest of them fed and get out of here. It's hot in here. That's it for now. Got the pigs all fed. Probably noticed I didn't give them a lot of feed. When they're this young and this little, the first 24 hours they really don't eat much. We just got to make sure they have water. So we got them feed, we got them water, and they're warm. That'll leave it for now.